Hi everybody, welcome back. I'm CIMONEALISE and welcome to my good night stream, if you will. So make sure you have your books, your tea, a pen, and vibe, if you will. Like this live if you like it, share if you care, subscribe if it's a vibe, and donate if you want to see some changes. And you're now allowed to leave gifteds and stickers and all types of fun things. So tonight's tea is this loose leaf chamomile and some hibiscus mixed together. I actually brought my teapot upstairs with us today, so I'm really excited about sharing that. Oop, shiitake. It's really pretty. And I have some honey in my tea. The honey I have in my tea came from this baby shower and stuff. So I put it at the base of the cup so it can do its little vibing thing. So I'm really happy I finally got back to bringing tea on my streams. It's been a while. But I just need some tea, period. I got my nails done today. Well, my toes done. That was such a blessing because I haven't gotten my nails done in over 2.5 months because you guys know I moved from Minnesota and like it wasn't in the budget. Like, could I have done it? Probably, but then I would have felt guilty about it because I'm like, I got these new bills, I gotta get settled in. I even broke both of my big toenails when I first moved here. That hurt. So my toenails they both grew back, and the nail lady was like, "You got some pretty toes." I was like, "Thank you." She's like, "And you got pretty toenails. Like you got whole toenails." I said, "Thank you." So I got a pretty pink pedicure. My mom called me and she was like, "Hey, what do you got to do today?" I was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "What's on your schedule today?" And I was like, "Oh, doing laundry, washing dishes, just cleaning up, nothing too crazy." And she's just like, "Okay, well, can you go get your nails done today at 4?" I said, "Me? Get my nails done at 4?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna book you a pedicure. You've been working so hard. I think you deserve it." I said, "Oh, yeah." I literally said it just like that on the phone. I said, "Yeah, yeah, I can do that. I'll be there." So she gave me the money, and then I went ahead, went to this nail spot. It's actually really nice. It's called like Valentino Nails. Really big chandeliers, huge decorations, all types of stuff. Like very much like upscale person with a bar cart, all the things. It was a really nice place. So the woman who she booked me with, her name was Norris. She was from El Salvador, and we had a good chat, like a really good chat. I was happy to spend time with her today. And she's like, "Your mom is so nice." I said, "Isn't she?" She was like, "Yeah, you have such a nice mom." She said, "You've been working so hard and you deserve this." I was like, "Absolutely, Norris, because this was not in the budget. I promise you it wasn't." Hi, Leonardo. Welcome to my stream. Oh, I'm CIMONEALISE. You guys can call me Cece. CICI, capital C's on me, please, and thank you. I stream daily on beauty, self-care, and more. And if you're into that, like I said, like this live if you like it, share if you care, subscribe if it's a vibe, and donate if you want to see some changes. But welcome. Welcome to you. Welcome to all. Welcome to who've been here and welcome to who's new here. Welcome to the passing through, if you will. Really happy. I am the best. You're so nice. Who is that? Bash Nappy. Thank you. Very kind. Damn. I'm currently on the Duolingo app trying to learn some Spanish too. I almost lost my streak today. I'm currently learning Japanese, Korean, and Spanish on my Duolingo app. Arabic is pending, but I'm doing all three bouncing around and I almost lost my streak. I have like 400 in like 60 plus days, and then like today I woke up, it said 0. I said, what the fuck? And it lets you earn your streak back. So I actually had to do like 5 lessons first thing this morning just to get my streak back for Spanish. But yeah, I wish I knew what you were saying. But hi, hello, how are you? All the things. Bro, this tea is so fire. I got gifted this tea. I got gifted 5 different kinds of loose leaf tea. So they're not in bags. This woman who I work with, she's my colleague. She's actually really nice. We're learning each other. And she came back from New York and she's like, I got a gift for you. And I was like, okay, I like gifts. I told her what I really like, and she's like, I don't have any Benjamins for you, but I got something else. I was like, that's okay. It's okay. At least I know what you know what I like. So she brought me back to the break room, and she had yerba mate, elderberry, rose petal, hibiscus, lavender flower, and I feel like chamomile, right? And I was like so grateful that she gave me just, and she's like, fill these satchels up. I was like, okay, and I did. And so now I got plenty of tea to get me through the rest of the month, like nice. And I'm like, ooh, I'm so happy. And then I have my little teapot, I'm so happy. Your energy seems so genuine. I love that. Thank you. Love your colleague. Oh, your collage vision board. Thank you too. I love it too. It reminds me my why. I made this vision board probably like 2.5 years ago. Some of these things have come true. Some things are still loading, if you will. But like ultimately I want it all. I want it all to happen. All of it. And I was like trying to find something that was unique to me, and I felt like I really struggled. There was a few streams ago where like it fell down like 20,000 times and I was cussing up and down, but like I was like, you know what? I think this will actually be a good thing for me. So, and in the center of it, I know the ring light is blocking it, but in the center there's a YouTube sticker, and this silver pen is when I graduated from the Aveda Institute. So I went to school at Aveda for massage therapy and estiology. Estiology is a practice of skincare, and I used to be a massage instructor at Aveda Institute too. And then at one point I was an admissions manager, so I felt like I just kept going in like that company, or just like whatever. And that was such a beautiful journey. Things didn't go as planned, but things landed perfectly well. And the one thing that I definitely want to happen is my YouTube. Like I want YouTube to be my primary career, but until then, right now I just nurture it every day, little by little, by streaming at least once a day. I try to push for 2, but I try to make sure I feel good about it and not stressed about it, because every time I stress about it, that's when you start getting like those self-doubts, because it's like, is it working? Is it working? And it's like, as long as I work on it, it will work. You get what I mean? But there's so many little things in here. One of my favorite things in here are just like empowered women empower women. So like what that means to me, just because you touched on the vision board, I'm going on a little rant right now. Empowered women empower women means to me that like sometimes you'll see like that bossed up, thriving, mogul like businesswoman. Like she just really got her shit together, right? That's who my mom is to me, right? But she's relaxing now. Like she's chill, she an empty nester, all the things. But like girls or young women who are my age or a little younger or even a little older, who just really have their shit together. You can see it all over them. They're driving their dream car, they're like living in their dream home, they have the activities that they really like, healthy, all the things. Those kind of women will never put you down, right? Those kind of women will hold your hand if they see that you want something, or like want to be somewhere. They'll give you clear directions if they can't hold your hand themselves. And that's what that means to me. Like empowered women will empower other women. Is sometimes you might run into that woman who just like kind of like think they're too good to chat with you, but then it's like, do you want to chat with someone who thinks they're too good to chat with you? Like you want to be around other women who want to uplift you and help you see your goals and help you see your dreams, and just watch your reality unfold onto you the way you dream it. So that one is really important to me. And there's another one that says like girls compete, women empower. And then another nice one to me. Oh, this one's like one of my favorites. So there's actually, I know you can't really see it, but this picture right here is like a screenshot of somebody else's bank account. Their savings, their investments, their health savings account, their investment account, and their cash accounts Now that, you can't even see the numbers, and I'm okay with that. And I'm like, I want that. Yes, love the rant though, if you will. If you will, it will be. Oh yeah, thank you, Tiffany. So, how you say your last name? Salinas? I'm just go by Tiffany. We really are so powerful, and the things we put out, the things we put our energy into manifest. Yes, empower women, sharing wisdom and love. Yes, like literally, yes. Like even just a little thing that my mom did for me as a mom. Like if it was her being a mom, but she was like, I never had someone ever like she's been married and she's like housewife, the cars, the jewelry, all the things. That's the kind of father my mom was married. Well, my mother was married to in her first marriage, but like that kind of came at a cost to a point. So like she said that she's never seen someone or like another woman in her life. This is what she shared with me today. Who's just like, I see you working hard. I see you making your dreams come true. I see you out there hustling. Let me like help you out. And you need like a massage or you want to go get your hair done. So like I just been grinding, and she was just like, you've been working so hard. You need to go get a pedicure. You need someone to like pamper you. You need that. And I was just like, thank you. She's like, I'm doing this for you because I wish someone did this for me. And I was like, noted. Because like if I see my daughter having a rough day or something, like, let's go get her nails done, girl. Let's go get this ice cream. You want to go flip around at the jungle gym? Let's go do something for you, like to make sure that we keep an eye on each other. I think, yeah, we gotta keep an eye on each other. And I am a rich man. I am a rich man. That's yeah. And if you know, you know. Like that's one of my favorites too. This tea is so good. I stopped drinking alcohol since I moved here. I've had a glass or two, but every time I have a glass, I'm with my uncle. I don't know what that's about. My uncle's always like, hey, hey, niece, try this, how that tastes. Hey, niece, try this. Are you going home? When are you coming back? Literally, I remember last time we went to his house, prior to Thanksgiving, I came over there. Man, he was playing music that I didn't even know, but I knew, but I didn't even know. I said, "Okay, Unc, you outside? All right, Uncle." Like he know all the little young nigga music. It's crazy, and we was playing it, and then we was dancing. Me, my baby, his son, and we was just having a good time. He started chatting to me about Prince back in the day, cause we're from Minnesota, so way back when, like before Prince was Prince, he was telling me about that. He was telling me about when he first met Wu-Tang, when Wu-Tang was on the second stage and not the main stage, when they were still opening acts. Like he was just chatting, and I was just like, what? He's like, yeah, Prince would close the clubs down, and the club might close at 1 back then, but then like the door girl would be like, come back like at 2 or 3, I'll let you back in. And at 2 3 in the morning, it's like paisleys everywhere all over the club and all types of things and all types of things. And you're like, oh, Prince took over. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? Like literally the best stories, because like there wasn't that many like huge artists in Minneapolis, and like they're all in that same age range as Prince. So like being outside, like my mom was a cheerleader, my uncle was like that guy, my father was like old school 90s fine, like Morris Chestnut and Mekhi Phifer and them. Like they just had a good time. They threw house parties. I got the home videos in my garage right now. Like it's crazy. When I watch, I'm like, who are these people in the party? It's a good time, good time. But I'm only chatting about that because like my tea, as I drink my tea, you know. Okay, let's get to the actual stream of it all. We need to chat about our opening word, which is the winner's creed. And I just want to talk a little bit more about the winner's creed, because I really think people don't realize people start their day or in their night even with a defeated mindset, like they didn't accomplish anything today. And you very well accomplished quite a bit, believe it or not. You accomplished a whole 24 hours. Do you know how rough that can be sometimes, to be quite frank? It can be rough sometimes trying to get through a full 24 hours. And you got to remind yourself that, like, you are, in fact, a winner, okay? So, hence the winner's creed. So, I'm going to grab that for us. And then we're also going to read an excerpt out of our Confident Woman. I found my glasses, by the way, but they're in my car. I left them in my car again. But I did find them today. And I had a flat tire today. I don't know what this is about, but this is like my third flat tire in 3 months. Once a month I've been getting a flat tire. And it's like, what is happening? Like, what's truly happening? Because, like, I was being nosy talking to this Amazon Flex driver. I said, hey, do you do Amazon Flex? He's like, yeah. And I was like, how long did it take you to get, like, signed up? And he was just like, okay. I was like, okay, mucho gusto. Cool. Like, see you later. Understood. And then when I went to get in my car, him and his girlfriend or whomever, wife, what have you, they were in the car and they're, like, pointing, like, stop. Like, I could see it in their eyes. And I was just like, what's going on? And they're like, stop, look. And I got out my car and I looked. I was like, ah. Nah, what did I already tell you? I already told you.
I just went to sleep.
I already told you. You're not following my direction. We're not going to talk about it right now. And quit playing with my lock. No, you can't. And Nara, don't start that. We had a conversation before I even started, correct? I can't hear you. Oh, okay. Anyways, so then, yeah, motherhood. Like I said, I'm a mom to a 7-year-old who has feedback. Love her feedback. Love that she can speak for herself. But yeah, so they're like, stop. And I got out my car and I looked. I was like, fuck, I got another flat tire. Mind you, I just went to Valvoline the day before and I had them put air in my tires. And then my mom's like, oh, you probably just need to go back to put air in your tire. I was like, Mom, I can't even make it up the street. I have a flat tire. Like, it is completely flat. She's like, what in the world? And then she's like, let's go buy some air. And she's like, this is stupid. We have to go buy air. I was like, let's just pressurized air, Mom. Like, you know, we'll figure it out. But luckily, I have 2 cars. So, like, I backed out my other car, parked the flat tire car in the garage, and then I left in the other car. Blessings, right? Blessings. I was able to still go grocery shopping and all that stuff. But dang, what was the point of that? But that the winner's creed. Something. It'll all come back to me. I got distracted. She's not distracted, but I got distracted. But yeah. Honestly, you have some of the most beautiful skin I've ever seen. Bro, I'm working on it. I have a Rudolph right now because I don't know what this is about, but gratitude, attitude. I don't want to sound like an ad, but my mom got me turmeric kojic acid soap, and I've been using it now for a few weeks. It's coming together. I still have texture, though. It's actually smoothing out. Like, I have this hyperpigmentation. What is hyperpigmentation? Dark spots. So I have some dark spots right here, but before it was like a lot of little miniature bumps. And then I also have some dark spots over here. And then on this side of my face, I have some dark spots over here as well. And not so much up here though, but right here mainly and down here that I'm really working on. Originally, when I was a student in estiology school, or taking an estiology program, again, that's skincare, becoming an esthetician. An esthetician is trained in makeup, facials, full body waxing, lash extensions, and surface level extractions, right? So that's what I went to school for about 4 years ago. And then I went to same school 10 years ago, going on almost 11 now, for massage therapy. But when I was an estiology student, we did facial waxing because you had to do a certain amount of quotas. Now stay with me now. Why does this matter? Because when you do quotas, basically you can't graduate unless you perform a certain amount of services. A service equates a quota. So I let someone do a face quota, a face wax on me. So they did down here. I don't have hair down there. And because there was nothing down there, it created like a reaction And ever since then, I still have like these dark marks that just never went away. But since I've been using the turmeric kojic acid soap, I kid you not, like I said, I've been struggling with it for over 4 years. I only found things that would keep bumps away or like get rid of like pimples and stuff, but nothing that actually addressed the complexion, nothing that actually addressed the dark spots. And for the first time, I don't have dark spots all the way up here or like all the way up here, but it's still like very much heavily down here, and that's what I'm working on right now. So I'm saying that to say I'm not perfect, but I appreciate the compliment. We're always working on something. And I picked at my nose, and my daughter's mad at me for doing that, and I got a little something here and here, but these are fading, and that's crazy because they look like liver spots to me. I was like, no, I feel like I'm getting old, because you know when old people get old, they start getting like all these little brown spots all over their face and stuff like that. But yeah, you look so beautiful to be how was your, I'm assuming you're asking how was my day. My day was great. My day was fun. You look so beautiful. What might see flaws, but I might love it because it's you. Oh, you're so kind. I love your soul, my heart. Thank you, campaign. I appreciate your kindness. Nah, not drunk. Why are we drunk? I guess it is Saturday night. I'm drinking tea for you. Drinking tea for us. But yeah, the winner's creed. I read this not to be redundant or to be cutesy, but to really just like, remind ourselves we conquered the day. Oh, that's why I was talking about the tire, because I had to conquer that. But to get back to like the point of the winner's creed, it's like you need to remind yourself, and sometimes thinking about it is not enough. You literally have to say it out loud, like I am a winner. And a winner not meaning like life is a game, but like I will overcome, I will achieve, I will succeed, I will cross that line, I will meet my goals. Like you have to like tell yourself that, like, because if you just keep thinking it, it takes nothing to like add in 10 more negative thoughts on top of that one positive one. But that one positive thought will stand out way more and stronger when you reaffirm it verbally, when you write it down, like really nurturing that single thought. Like you really have to nurture your mind with your words. Like the only way you can nurture your mind, to nurture your mind, is writing your thoughts or speaking your thoughts. There's literally no other way to nurture your mind. And like reading those thoughts, speaking those thoughts, and writing those thoughts. That is truly the only way you can nurture the positive thoughts. And that's when people are saying like it's all mindset. Mindset has to be curated, and it has to be curated by you, and two, like saying it out loud is something about like you actually being able to hit them vocal cords and hearing yourself say like I love me. Like someone else can say I love you, but it still doesn't hit the same for you to say like I love me, I love Cece, I love CIMONEALISE, I love who I am, I love what I believe in, I love who I trust. Like I love, like you have to. So that goes back to having this winner's creed, reading it out loud, saying I can, saying that, like knowing that the wins don't always go to the bigger or stronger or faster hand. They go to the one who says I can. Okay, so we're gonna read the winner's creed together. Okay, I want to know what makes you happy. What do you love? I love Jesus. I love my daughter. I love my mother. I love those who love me. What makes me happy? It's moments like this, to be quite frank, where it's like in this moment, even though I'm on live with y'all, I'm actively pursuing my dream. I'm actively working on my life, being able to even have the opportunity to know that I can change my life at any moment with truly my own actions. Like that's what I love to do. And if I'm not doing that, I love to just be still and lay down in my bed and just dream. I love dreaming. I love dreaming big. and I love dreaming often. I daydream. I stare off. I've been daydreaming since I was a kid, like not in a regular way. Like truly, like people thought something was wrong with me. People wanted to put me on medicine when I was a child, but my mom always stood firm in saying like there's nothing wrong with her. I was just always a dreamer. I stayed daydreaming my whole life, and my dreams are so vivid and beautiful that like the things that I work on during the day, when I go to sleep, they reflect in my rest. Like it's crazy. The things that I tell God that I want to happen, He like reassures me when I'm sleeping. Like He allows me to experience the things that I dream to be my daytime reality. He truly gives it to me at night, and that's what allows me to keep going. So like I love dreaming. I love spending time with my family, and I love working on my dreams. It's crazy. It's really like yeah. I don't like. There's no other way for me to say it. You know. And I know like some people love to travel, and some people love to like spend time with friends, and I like spending time with other people who are pursuing their dreams. Because then the conversations are about how we can make our dreams come true versus like worrying about where we are because we're all focused on where we're going. You know? That type of stuff. I need some more tea. More tea, please. And I need more honey in it. What do y'all like to do? What makes y'all happy? I'm curious. Share with me if you will. I'll take the string off because I don't want this to get sticky. It's getting sticky. Isn't this the cutest little teapot? Sweet. Have I ever experienced sleep paralysis? Yes, I have, but I know how to break it. Um, it's kind of weird, but I know how to break it. And like the craziest sleep paralysis I ever experienced though, and I couldn't break it, but luckily at the time I had a cat, and I'm not usually a person who's a huge fan of cats. It's a whole nother reason why, but I had a cat at the time, and I was pregnant with my daughter, and I was staying at my grandmother's house. And the thing is, my grandmother's house, to just to be frank, my grandmother has had a lot of visitors. Not talking about spiritual, but just she's always had a house full of people. And she at the time she only had a 2-bedroom house for over 20 years. And I can't tell you how many different people have slept in that second bedroom. And why does this matter? Because I used to get nervous to sleep in that room with the lights off. I just felt like so many different kinds of people were in this room whose heart and spirit wasn't right, that like obviously it was like a room for the kids to sleep in, but like my grandma would be like, oh, this person just got back, this person just moved here, this person's going through this. And like the cousins that you don't really hang out with, like they went to this grandmother's house, so they like that room just always felt so uncomfortable to me. I in my spirit I could never ever, and I wasn't even that deep in my faith, but I could never go to sleep with the lights off. And there was this one night I slept in there with the lights off, and when I tell you, I was like frozen and I couldn't move, and I felt like something huge. I felt like something huge pushed my back in. It was crazy, like two hands went like boom, and I still couldn't move. It was so scary that the only thing I could do is like I was screaming my cat's name out in my head, and my cat jumped on the bed, and like I needed it to scratch me. I needed it to like poke me, scratch me, something. I just needed it to like touch me, and it scratched my hand, and I moved out of that sleep paralysis. And I promise you, I think I moved less than 48 hours out of that room. I was like, you know what, Grandma? I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna go. I don't know what the fuck is in this house, but I'm gonna head out. What? That was so nuts. So nuts. But on like a day to day, like if something's trying to make me stay still, I literally be saying Jesus's name in my head over and over. And like by like the second or third Jesus, it's over. Or honestly too, I would like scratch my leg or something like that. Like it don't take nothing for me to break it. Like I don't even get scared no more. Because it barely happens, but when it does happen, I'm like, whatever. I bet I won't stay. Not about to have me trapped in my body. I ain't doing that one. It's not weird. I broke it too. Well, cheers to us, because we know our bodies, and we know it's our temple and not nobody else's, you know? Let's see. Let's get into it. The Winner's Creed. I was scared the first couple of times until I gave in and say, F it. I feel that. Like, nah, you know what we not gonna do? What we not gonna do is be scared to go to sleep, because we gotta go to sleep. Because one thing I'm gonna do is sleep. Like I just told you, I'm a dreamer. I'm a lay down. And I'm gonna get me a good night's rest. I know that's right. Anyways, A Winner's Creed. And I love that it's a sky background. I really do. It almost reminds me of like, since I've seen it, like this is just like a most recent thought, but it almost reminds me of Tanjiro, his soul, when like those little spirits was like stuck on the train, those kids and stuff. This is an anime from Demon Slayer, and that scene when they were on the train with the fire, y'all know what I'm trying to say. The fire, what's the name? But anyways, but they were all put to sleep. They were all put to sleep in like a sleep paralysis like state. They could not wake up, and these kids were threatened to go inside their dreams because they wanted to have good sleep, and they had to go into the soul and try to like corrupt the center. And when they went inside Tanjiro, the boy who got sent to Tanjiro's dream, his dream, and he got to go like past the wall to get towards his soul, Tanjiro's soul looked like this, just pure sky and like bright light. Like the guy was like, you know what? I ain't breaking his soul. What the fuck? I'm not doing it, and I won't. So yeah, that's what this reminds me of. So, anyways, A Winner's Creed. Oh yeah. So, if you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win, but think you can't, it's almost a cinch you won't. If you think you'll lose, you're lost. For out in the world, we find success begins with a person's faith. It's all in our state of mind. Life's battles don't always go to the stronger or faster hand. They go to the one who believes, who trusts in God, and always thinks, I can. Author unknown. You get that? You feel that? Take that in. Take that in. This tea is really hitting, and I'm very grateful that I was thought of. Okay. Now we're on The Confident Woman, December 7th. Today is my big brother's birthday. He turned 36 today. I asked him, hey, what's your favorite movie? He's like, I don't have a favorite movie. I was like, well, what's your favorite go-to? He said, Mad Max. I was like, okay, cool. We'll go ahead and watch Mad Max in honor of you today, okay? I sang him happy birthday, all the things. So happy birthday to my big brother, by the way. So we're going to go to December 7th. What am I drinking? I'm drinking chamomile tea with some hibiscus in it, and I mix it up because it's loose leaf, and it's so delicious. And I got some honey that my mom brought for me from a baby shower. They gifted everybody honey. I thought that was really amazing, so I'm using it. I usually don't put nothing in my tea, but I was like, I'm gonna use this honey. I'm gonna use it for tea at least. So let's go to December 7th. Let God be God. That's the title of this one. Page 341, The Confident Woman Devotional. Okay. 25% of my viewership is women, so I do this for us. Okay. Okay. Because we gotta make sure the ladies get their spirits right. And men, take note. Take note. Okay. It starts off with a scripture. I do not by any means claim to be a theologian, to be a biblical scholar, or to be a person who's like, I'm here to teach. I'm here to understand, and you can hold my hand as we try to understand this stuff together. I never really understand what the scripture is talking about until I get to the reflection part, because the reflection makes it more like modern time reality, explains the scripture, and then it gives us some application, meaning it gives us a prayer at the end on how we can actually apply this to our lives. So hold my hand as I read this. I might read it twice, but I'm here to understand, not to be right, because I want to get right with God, not just try to be right here on earth. You feel me? Like, it's a process, if you will. So let God be God. When this is the scripture, why when I came was there no man? When I called, why was there no one to answer? Is my hand shortened at all that it cannot redeem, or have I have no power to deliver? Behold, at my rebuke I dry up the sea, I make the rivers a desert. Isaiah 52. Okay, that was the scripture. Now we're going to get into the reflection. We can worry about hundreds of different things from what people think of us. What will happen to us is, hold on one second. Nani? Nani? Oh, she's asleep now. Nani's my daughter. We can worry about hundreds of different things from what people think of us to what will happen to us as we age. How long will we be able to work? Who will take care of us when we get old? And if we are not able to care for ourselves, what happens if the stock market crashes? What if gas prices go up? What if I lose my job? Quite often, worry does not even have a basis or a nudger of truth to it. There is no known reason to even think about the things that worry and frighten us. Worry can even become a bad habit. It is just what we do. Some people worry. Some people fret over something all the time. If they don't have problems if they don't have problems of their own, they worry about the other people and their problems. I feel like we all know people like that. The only answer is to stop worrying and place your trust in God. He has the future all planned, and He knows the answer to everything. His word promises us that He will take care of us as we trust Him. If we trust Him. He will take care of us if we trust Him. Hi, Froggy! Okay, I'm gonna read it again, just in case if you didn't really catch it, okay? Just gonna read it one more time. And it says, we can worry about hundreds of different things, from what people think of us to what will happen to us as we age, how long we'll be able to work, who will take care of us when we get old, if we're not able to care for ourselves. What happens if the stock market crashes? What if gas prices go up? What if I lose my job? Quite often, worry does not even have basis or a nudger of truth to it. There's no known reason to even think about the things that worry and frighten us. Worry can even become a habit, a bad habit. It's just what we do. Some people fret over something all the time, and if they don't have problems of their own, they worry about the problems of others. They worry about people and their problems. The only answer is to stop worrying and place your trust in God. And He has the future planned, and He knows the answer to everything. His word promises us that He will take care of us if we will trust Him. I love this. How do you wash your hair? Sorry, random question. Okay, I'll answer it. So the way I wash my hair is When I get in the shower, I probably wash my hair like once a month, to be honest. I don't wash my hair all the time. Because like I wrap my hair up often every night before I go to bed. And then like, I'm a black woman, so I don't gotta wash my hair all the time. Um, so when I'm in the shower, to make sure it's super clean and hydrated, I use a pure Castile peppermint soap as like the first rinse to get like all like that hard buildup of all those products and creams I put in my hair throughout the month. And then after I do that, I use a Aussie deep hydration wash shampoo, and then I wash my hair again with that. So I do 2 washes of that, or maybe one. After I do if I do the Castile soap, then I might do like 1 or 2 rinse washes of the shampoo. I just really want everything out. And then I'll do the conditioner, and then I'll probably do like the deep conditioner. And then after I do that, dry my hair, and then I'll add a little bit of oil in there before I actually retwist my locks. So anytime I'm washing my hair, it's because I'm about to retwist my locks sometimes. Or I just want to like have like a nice fresh smelling scalp. And then my hair smells like candy for like 2-3 days, and I love that so much because every day I'm like, is that me? Is that me? But yeah, so that's what I do to wash my hair. Nothing wrong with that. Thanks for asking. Do you think I? No, I'm stop. So here's the prayer. Oh, the reflection, bro. So what I got out of this, right? Because it's basically like you just truly have to trust God, not even just believe in Him, but to trust that He has your best interest at heart. That like when things do fall apart, just like go with the flow of how things are falling apart, because you have no idea what He has for you to receive. Because like I was in that position where like I was like, what's going on with my job, what's going on with my home, what's going on with my daughter's father, what's going on with my siblings. Like everything was everything all at once, and it was so crazy that literally I felt like I knew what my year was planned out to be. Like I was still supposed to be working at this company, and I thought like I would have these friends and all types of things, and then life had something different. God had something different planned for me. He said, actually, you won't be living in Minnesota no more. Actually, you won't be living in a 1 bedroom apartment, and actually you will be working in a job that actually benefits your daughter, because you'll be able to take her to school and drop her off, and you'll be able to go to work and pay your rent with the hours that you will be work. I only work 5 hours a day now, and I can pay my bills. And the crazy thing is, my rent doubled. My rent doubled, and now I work less, and I can afford my rent. Like, do you know how crazy that is? Do you know how crazy that is? Like, that's not something I could have planned for. This is not a job I looked for. This is not a home I applied for. This is not where I thought my December would look like. It's crazy. And I really did trust God. I really was like, can you just hold my hand? I need you to hold my hand. It's not that I don't trust you, but can you hold my hand every day? I know you got me. And then as far as like sometimes when people don't have their own issues or worries of their own, they do hyper focus on like celebrity gossip, or just like having this strong conviction to talk about other people's problems, and feeling like they have the right to assert themselves into other people's problems, and have the right to judge people about their problems, versus like actually turning their focus on themselves. You gotta stay away from people who gossip. That's another reason why on my channel, to be specific, I used to say all the time when I first started streaming, I don't talk about politics or gossip on my channel. I'm not here for it. I don't want it. We can kiki with each other. That's fun. That's cute, but it doesn't get that deep. And when I tell you, we used to have to like kick people out all the time. And I had to start putting filters on my channel, because I really want this to be like the most peaceful place on YouTube. This is like my peaceful place in my pocket for peaceful people, where we come together and try to like just have a better day with each other, Nothing too crazy, one stream at a time, if you will. So here's a prayer. Lord, my future is in your hands. In reality, I can truly control anything, which is true. And I humble myself before you and cast my cares into your hands. Thank you for your care. Amen. Thank you for your care. Amen. I'm going to read it 2 more times. Lord, my future is in your hands. In reality, I can't truly control I can't truly control anything. I humble myself before you and cast my cares into your hands. Thank you for your care. Amen. And one last time for the people in the back. Lord, my future is in your hands. In reality, I can't truly control anything. I humble myself before you and cast my cares into your hands. Thank you for your care. Amen. Okay? That was a good one. Bro, when I first moved into this house, I didn't have an ice maker. And when I tell you I woke up in the middle of the night, why does this matter? I just heard the ice maker again because I finally turned it back on. I literally ran downstairs. I was like, what the fuck is that? And then I heard it again. I was like, oh, I have an ice maker. Little things like that, like getting comfortable with the blessings, as small as they are. Honey at the end of this actually tastes really good. It's so pretty and pink. Okay. Let's grab our last reading and then we dive into journaling with each other. Okay. And we're going to journal on our own tonight because it's 11:34 at night and I want to lay down in my bed. It's Saturday. I want to lay down in my bed. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to journal in my bed tonight. You should do the same. So we're on chapter 2. Because streaming needs to be fun, not like a job for me. I already got to do things that I got to do. And I'm like, I chose this life. So I'm going to choose how I do it. Okay. So, we're reading 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. We're in the same time zone. Yeah, we're in the same time zone. Okay, how to use this book. Where did we leave off on this? So where we left off yesterday, we were chatting about how employers view their employees. Basically, the good example that they used in here was saying that, like, that how people treat customers like they're always right, but then they treat their employees like they're always wrong, right? And so when businesses aren't successful, employers tend to blame the employees, like, there's no good help, no one is useful, everyone wants to Gen Z, just, air quotes, like how people try to talk about them, right? So basically, there is a good example from the last excerpt we read yesterday where they were chatting about how a company would never, ever treat their actual clientele a certain way, but will have the audacity to treat their employees the very way that they would never treat their clientele. So then basically it's like, if you know how to treat people well, why wouldn't you take that same model you have for your clientele and then truly embrace in treating your employees just as well, if not better, right? Just as good, if not better. So just to give you an example, it said, well, why don't you, it was saying, I was in a group once where someone asked, how do you shape up a lazy, incompetent employees? One man responded, drop hand grenades. Several others cheered. That kind of macho management talk. That shape up and ship out supervision approach. But another person in the group asked, who picks up the pieces? No pieces? Well, why don't you do that to your customers? The other man replied, just say, listen, if you're not interested in buying, you can just ship out of this place. And he said, you can't treat customers like that. You can't do that to customers. And, well, how come you can do it to employees? Because they're your employee And I see our employees are devoted to you. Do they work hard? How is the turnover? Are you kidding? You can't find a good people these days. There's too much turnover, absenteeism, moonlighting. People just don't care anymore, right? And the focus was like basically on the outcomes. People are so worried on the outcomes, aka the golden eggs, that they don't focus on production capability, meaning just maintaining quality standards, maintaining the device that's like creating these outcomes, right? So that would be the goose, right? People are so focused on the golden egg, they forget completely about the goose. The golden egg would be like the clientele coming into this company versus like the goose, who's actually like the employees who make the company run. Or another example it was in yesterday was talking about how like this company, these people came in and they bought like this soup shop, or like this place that had like this award-winning like clam chowder, if you will. And the company, or these people who came in and bought the company, were good in business in the beginning, but then they started cutting the chowder with like water. They watered down the recipe, and then slowly the loyal customers who were there prior to their purchase started to dwindle away. And then people start losing trust for that brand. They were so focused on the golden egg that they did not maintain the product, the actual chowder itself. They were just so happy to have clients. So you can't have both. You have to have a balance. If you focus too much on the chowder, are you ever going to give it away? Are you ever going to sell it? Like, are you ever like, is it ever going to make it to the table? And if you're so focused on the clients being there, like, are you actually focusing on the recipes? Like, it has to be a good balance. So back to like, if you want to be a good company, you have to focus on your employees just as much as you focus on the clientele. Like, it has to be both. So that's where we left off yesterday. Now we're going to pick up on page 67. We're on chapter 2 of the 7 habits, and this is an overview. So, how to use this book, right? That's what it's talking about right now. Before we begin, work on the 7 habits on highly effective people, I would like to suggest 2 paradigm shifts that will greatly increase the value you'll receive from this material. First, I would recommend that you not see the material as a book, in the sense that it is something to read once you put on a shelf. You may choose to read it completely through once for a sense of the whole, but the material is designed to be a companion in the continual process of change and growth. It is organized incrementally and with suggestions and applications at the end of each habit, so that you can study and focus on any particular habit as you are ready. As you progress to deeper levels of understanding and implementation, you can go back time and time again to the principles and continued in each habit, and work to expand your knowledge, skills, and desire. Second, I would suggest that you shift your paradigm of your own involvement in this material from the role of the learner to that of a teacher. Ooh, I feel like that's what I'm doing right now. Okay. And y'all know I need my glasses. Like I said, I left them in the car. So hold my hand. Yay, story time. Okay. Second, I would suggest that you shift your paradigm of your own involvement in this material from the role of the learner to that of the teacher. Take a inside-out approach and read with the purpose in mind of sharing and discussing what you learn with someone else within 48 hours as you learn it. Are we not doing that right now, chat? Like, are we not literally discussing this every time we read this book? And we are reading it excerpt by excerpt. We're not reading it through just to get through the book. I think we're doing the right thing here, okay? If you had known, for example, that you would be teaching the material on the PPC balance principle to someone else within 40 hours, would it have made a difference in your reading experience? Try it now as you read the final section in this chapter. Read it as though you are going to teach it to your spouse, your child, a business associate, or a friend. Hi, friends! And today or tomorrow while it's still fresh, and notice the difference in your mental and emotional process. I guarantee that if you approach the material in each of the following chapters. In this way, you will not only better remember what you read, but your perspective will be expanded. Your understanding dependent deepened, and your motivation to apply the material increased. I was proud of myself. Like, we're doing something here, okay? In addition, as you openly, honestly share what you're learning with others, you may be surprised to find that negative labels or perceptions others may have of you tend to disappear. Those you teach will see you as a changing, growing person and be more involved to be helpful and supportive as you work perhaps together to integrate the 7 habits into your lives. Why do I feel like the book was talking to me? Why do I feel like the book was like, Cece, we see what you're doing. Keep it going. Like, that literally felt like, I feel like I just got reassured I'm doing the right thing. Like, my cheeks hurt. What? Not the foreshadowing. That's nuts, bro. That was actually kind of crazy. I think we're almost done with this chapter. Oh, we are. I might as well like finish it. Should I just finish it? It's literally just like a page and a quarter. I'm gonna go ahead and knock it out, right? Just because I feel like that page was just a chat, like a hey Cece, keep it going. That we didn't actually read nothing. So let's like read a little something, okay? What you can expect. In the last analysis, as Marilyn Ferguson observed, no one can persuade another to change. Each of us guards a gate of change that can only be opened from the inside. We cannot open the gate of another, either by argument or by emotional appeal. If you decide to open your gate of change to really understand and live the principles embodied in the 7 habits, I feel comfortable in assuring you several positive things will happen. First, your growth will be evolutionary, but the net effect will be revolutionary. Would you not agree that the P and PC balance principle alone, if fully lived, would transform most individuals and organizations? I agree. The net effect of opening the gate of change to the first 3 habits, the habits of private victory, will be significantly increased self-confidence. You will come to know yourself in a deeper, more meaningful way. Your nature and your deeper values, and your unique contribution capacity as you live your values, your sense of destiny, your sense of identity, integrity, control, and inner directedness will entice. Y'all know. Let me give my eyes a little break. Okay. Will infuse you with both exhilaration and peace. You will define yourself from within rather than by people's opinions or by comparisons to others. Wrong and right will have a little to do with being found out. And ironically, you'll find that as you care less about what others think of you, I literally had to tell somebody that. I said, what people think of me is none of their business. It's none of my business. I can only go by what people say to me. What they're thinking, why they said it to me, it's none of my business. I don't need to worry about that. Because the only thing I can actually take action with is the words that come out their mouth. And that's the only evidence of what to be true for me. Okay? So, ironically, you'll find being found out. Ironically, you'll find that as you care less about what others think of you, you will care more about what others think of themselves and their worlds, including their relationship with you. You'll no longer build your emotional life on other people's weaknesses. In addition, you'll find it easier and more desirable to change because there is some core deep within that is essentially changeless. As you open yourself to the next 3 habits, the habits of public victory, you will discover and unleash both the desire and the resources to heal and rebuild important relationships that have deteriorated or even broken. Good relationships will improve, become deeper, more solid, more creative, and more adventurous. Oh, more adventurism. The seventh habit, if deeply internalized, will renew the first six and make you truly independent, incapable, and effective interdependence. Through it, you can change your own batteries. Whatever your present situation, I assure you that you are not your habits. You can replace old patterns and self defeating behaviors. With new patterns, new habits of effectiveness, happiness, and trust based relationships, with genuine caring, I encourage you to open the gate of change and growth as you study these habits. Be patient with your self growth. Be patient with yourself. Self growth is tender. It's holy ground. Self growth is tender. It's holy ground. There's no greater involvement. Oh, there's no greater investment. Y'all, I'm gonna make sure I get glasses, okay? It's obviously not a quick fix, but I assure you, you will you will feel benefits and see immediate payoffs that will be encouraging. In the words of Thomas Paine, that which we obtain too easily, we esteem too lightly. It is the dearness only which gives everything in value. Heaven knows how to put a proper price on its goods. Heaven knows how to put a proper price on its goods? Okay, I like that. I like that. You know, we gifts from heaven, so. I like that. I'm gonna keep that quote. Heaven knows how to put a proper price on its goods. I like that a lot. We should journal. We should journal together. I'm sorry. I was getting lazy. Let me get into it. So grab your notebook, grab your pen, your handy dandy notebook. Shout out to Steve if you know who that is. This one is mine. And we're just gonna go ahead and write out our dear thoughts. Good, in between, all the things, if you will. I'm gonna bring it down so y'all know we journaling together. I like to put my feet up when I write. So we're gonna journal and then we're gonna go to bed because in 10 minutes it's gonna be midnight. It's already Sunday. The weekend's almost over, or the weekend's already getting started. Mindset. Okay. Pardon me. a handy dandy notebook. Yes. I love those clues too. That's why I said shout out to Steve. All right, y'all. This is my wrap up. I did my journal. You know, every journal doesn't have to be forever, but I like to fill the page top to bottom. And I feel good about what I wrote before I let you go. Thank you, Froggy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I'm CIMONEALISE, or you can call me Cece, CICI, just like she spelled it in the chat. Thank you, Froggy. And that's it, you guys. It's 11:56. We gotta call it a quits. It's time to get some rest. Yes. And I make chocolate chip cookies. Oh, I want to share this one last thing too. Today I had like a really big blessing outside of the one that my mom gave me today to get my toes done, because that was really special to me. I had no plans of being in a nail salon, and such a beautiful one too, so that was really dope. But I just want to share this. So today, me and my daughter, we watched this movie called Luck. It's on Apple TV. She got bored with it and kept trying to go in and out, but she lasted like a hot hour. And usually I fall asleep during movies, and she was like watching my eyes. She's like, "Are you up?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm wide awake, girl. I'm here." And at one point when we were watching the movie, I just stared at her like I'm really this girl's mom. She's really 7 years old. It's really just me and her in this house, and everything's okay. And I was living in so much uncertainty before. And things are not necessarily uncertain. I just have way more trust in God than I ever did before, that everything will be okay. And I'm saying this to say to you that what you might be thinking is not what should be going on. Like, whatever your plan is may not even be the plan. And, like, God wants to see you smile. Like, He really does. Because today, I feel like I've just been smiling so hard. And not too much has been happening. But, like, everything's been happening. And I love to say, everything may not be perfect, right? But everything is perfectly fine. So, take that what you will, take with it what you want. I don't know. But like this live if you like it, share if you care, subscribe if it was a vibe, donate if you want to see some changes, drop some gifts. I like shit. And I see you tomorrow. Okay? I love you. Bye bye. Okay, baby.